Oh, Today is a very special day. It's the birthday of His Grace Nanda Prabhu. So today's program will be dedicated to Prabhuji. I'm going to start by asking Prabhu a question. तो प्रभु जी आज के दिन या कभी भी आपको भक्ति कर रहे हैं तो कभी भगवान जी आपके सामने प्रकट हुए तो आप क्या करेंगे? What will you do if sometimes Bhagwan just gives you darshan?
Continuous question है, continuously respond.
Now this spontaneous, like Prabhu says, something spontaneous, but actually you should learn from our previous acharyas what to do actually. So is there already in Shastra? So we need to see.
शास्त्र के हिसाब से मैं बोल दूंगा, बाद में पता चला उधर खुश हो गया.
Prabhu,
try.
yes, so you like that. People are listening to you. Yes. So what should we do when sometimes if after his closeless mercy Bhagwan ji हमको दर्शन दे तो क्या करना चाहिए? What should we do? So what is recommended in the Shastra? We are going to see there's lots of examples. बहुत सारे उदाहरण हैं. गत बार विष्णुवरी प्रभु जी जब लेक्चर दिए थे, he gave a very nice introduction. He started with what is the found in Srimad Bhagavatam. So what was the answer? He gave the answer, and that's what we want to see. Do you remember? आपको कोई याद है प्रभु जी क्या बोले थे? कि श्रीमद् भागवतम में जहाँ तक सिर्फ भगवान जी का के बारे में उनकी स्तुति की गई है. Lots of स्तुति, वंदना, offering of prayers. That's what Prabhu ji mentioned. So श्रीमद् भागवतम में कितनी सारी स्तुतियां हैं? This question will go to Sanatana Maharaj. Yes, Maharaj. Any idea how many stutis are there in Srimad Bhagavatam? It's just sharing knowledge. We got more than hundreds of stutis. Kariban 120 stutis are there. And there are some stutis. Stutis, yes. बराबर ना स्तुति? Yes. Hare Krishna. Yes. क्या सुनाई दे रहा है? नहीं, स्तुति. Yes. Is there some echo? I think there's some echo in there. Please. पूरा नहीं होगा, ठीक है. तो स्तुति means we are offering our prayers, we are glorifying our appreciation of one. So in Srimad Bhagavatam, in the very first canto, there is Kunti Stuti. जैसे कुंती महारानी स्तुति करते हैं और भगवान श्री कृष्ण is living for Dwarka. Then there is also the stuti of Bhishma. Bhishma Pitama, the Bhishma stuti है when he is about to leave his body. तो आज एक special स्तुति we are going to glorify Bhagwan ji from the fourth canto. So भागवतम के कौन से खंड में से चौथा, number 4. Chapter is 20, अध्याय 20, जहाँ पे पृथु महाराज is going to offer prayers to Bhagwan when Bhagwan is appeared in front of him. ऐसे ध्रुव महाराज के सामने भी ऐसे ही हुआ था कि भगवान जी उनके सामने आ गए तो प्रभु जी बोले थे something spontaneous. It won't be spontaneous. भगवान जी आपको अंदर से बता देंगे क्या होना है आपको. You remember the situation of Dhruva Maharaj? When Bhagwan appeared in front of him, he was totally confused. He did not know क्या बोले भगवान जी को. तो भगवान जी ने क्या किया? उनके सर पर अपना जो शंख है, just bestowed his blessings on Dhruva Maharaj, and Dhruva Maharaj started glorifying Bhagwan. तो तो यहाँ पर पृथु महाराज, we'll just discuss a bit about Prithu Maharaj. If you know a bit about Prithu Maharaj, he is one of the descendants of Dhruv Maharaj. But बहुत दूर के in the lineage of Dhruv Maharaj. Okay, so anyone knows about Prithu Maharaj? You might have read. That's what it is. Yes, he is an incarnation. Shakti Abhishek. He is Shakti Abhishek. Oh wow. And what did he do? What did he teach us? How we should rule. He was a king. He was a king, he was a bhakta, he was Sakshat Bhagavan, and his father was Badmash number 1, King Vena, if you still remember, King Vena. तो अब थोड़ा सा ऊपर जाएंगे, ध्रुव महाराज के यहाँ से आएंगे तो ध्रुव महाराज की 2 शादियां होंगी. He got married twice, and his first son name was Utkal. And Utkal was a Shuddha, so he didn't want to become king. So उनको राज नहीं दिया गया. So the second son from the second queen, Vilami, was given. उसका नाम था Vatsa. He was given the throne, and from him now there were all the descendants, and came to King Ang. King Ang. उनकी जो धर्मपत्नी का नाम था क्या? सुनीता. Okay. तो उनसे जन्म हुआ King Vena. Now King Vena was a राजऋषि. वो तो पूरा सब बंद करवा दिया. पूजा पाठ यज्ञ सब बंद करवा दिया. I think it's too much ego. It's too much ego. Anyway, तो अब इसमें we should know exactly कहाँ से. Who was King Vena actually? He was supposed to be whom? Why was he so wicked? उनमें से इतने ये अवगुण क्यों थे? क्योंकि he is coming in the lineage of Dhruv Maharaj, but still he was someone who had so many bad qualities. Any idea? He was the grandson of death personified. That's why he had all these, you should say, bad qualities and undesirable qualities. So through the sharp of Brahmins, he was actually killed. And then there was no king. If the king is dead, who is going to take care of the country? क्या होता है? देश में जब राजा नहीं होता तो क्या होता है? What will happen to the country? जितने भी चोर हैं, rogues हैं, thieves are going to, वो तो मजे करेंगे, लूटना शुरू कर देंगे. So because for that purpose, but when King Vena was killed, only by the mantra, of the Brahmins, तो क्या हुआ finally? उसके शरीर को क्या किया गया? His mother actually kept the body. जैसे रखते हैं ना, पूरा कैसे करते हैं? Mummies. तो उस तरह उसको रखा गया था. Not mummies, but the body was being preserved. क्योंकि वो लोग जानते थे कि he was one of the descendants of Dhruv Maharaj. तो उनके शरीर में he's got those kind of DNAs, good DNAs. So then what did they do? They churn. Churning किया गया. सोचे कब का टेक्नोलॉजी है, अभी का टेक्नोलॉजी नहीं है. It was there already. So then who came first? Very good. अब ध्यान देना. Yes. So those who are reading Srimad Bhagavatam, it's a revision for you. Who came there when his thighs were being churned? The first Nishad, इसका नाम था Bahuk. You heard of Nishad, yeah? The tribal community. वो लोग क्या करते हैं? लूटते हैं लोगों को ना. They stay in the forest, and if you go to different parts of India, still the tribal, the aborigines are there. So who was the first, or the king of all these Nishad, the first one? He came from King Vena. The बाद में they continued, and then they churned both the arms of King Vena. तब वहां से प्रकट हुए पृथु महाराज और उनके साथ लक्ष्मी माता के जो अवतार हैं, कह सकते हैं, who was there? Archie, the queen. So Prithu Maharaj started ruling the world, and he was such a, she was the perfect king. और बोलते हैं आज तक जैसे उन्होंने पूरा ये इस संसार को उन्होंने जैसे देखभाल किया, so he's a model, and even Devta Devis, they follow his example when it comes to administration. So Prithu Maharaj wanted to do, Ashwamedh Yagna. एक नहीं, दो नहीं, 100. He wanted to do 100 horse sacrifices for the pleasure of Bhagwan. So he started doing 1, 2, 3, 4, and he reached the 99th. And when he was about to do the 100th one, what happened? इंद्रदेव प्रकट हुए. और इंद्र क्या करते हैं हमेशा? He is always afraid कि कहीं of his position, कोई आके मेरे पद न ले ले, स्वर्ग न ले ले मेरा. तो he was worried about that. तो कहीं ये तो राजा है पृथु महाराज, कहीं वो मेरे जगह न ले ले स्वर्ग में. तो just to create some kind of disturbance, तो उन्होंने क्या किया? वो जो अश्व है, that horse, को छुरा के भाग रहे थे. And while he was running away, he wasn't running away like Indra. He had वेश बोलते ना बदल के छल. And this is what's happening nowadays. This is what Prabhupada has explained in the purpose. Because of Lord Indra, there has been so many kind of क्या variants, deviants जो कहते हैं कि लोग अभी कोई बोलते हैं ना भक्त के कपड़े पहनकर या सन्यासी के कपड़े पहनकर या ऋषि मुनि के कपड़े पहनकर बैठे हैं, तो लोग बोलेंगे हाँ ये तो ऋषि मुनि है. तो कभी कभी कितने लोग पाखंडी लोग रहते हैं. There are so many people who have some other kinds of what? उनका लक्ष्य अलग है, objective is different. So this is the situation. But then finally, okay, they were able to catch Indra, and Bhagwan himself came in the yagna. Because see, if the yagna would have been complete 100 Ashwamedh yagna, it would have been a success. But only 99 were successful. तो आपको क्या लगता है? Was it successful? Yes, it was successful. क्योंकि भगवान खुद आए वहां पर. Because यहाँ क्या इंद्र को लेकर भगवान जी आए. Because भगवान जी knew कि पृथु महाराज is a very exalted devotee, and obviously one expansion of himself, of भगवान. तो उनसे मिलने भगवान खुद आए साक्षात. And so many different personalities, देवता देवीज और अन्य जितने अलग अलग लोग के जितने भी हैं, कहते हैं ना विद्याधर, नाग लोग से कितने सब लोग आए थे उनको आशीर्वाद देते. So when Prithu Maharaj received everyone and Bhagwan came in front of him and was very very happy, so Bhagwan was about to leave, then he asked him, I am very happy with your simplicity, humility, and how you are doing all these seva. तो आप बताइए मैं आपको क्या वरदान दूं? What boons do you want? So this is the question. तो भी भगवान आपके सामने आएंगे, बोलेंगे आपको मैं क्या दूं वरदान, तो क्या बोलेंगे? तो चलिए स्तुति हम लोग साथ में पढ़ते हैं. Those who have Srimad Bhagavatam on Veda base, you can follow. It's the 4th canto, chapter 20, starting from text 23 to 31. 9 श्लोक है, हम लोग साथ में पढ़ेंगे. We read that, and we're going to see इसमें what usually a devotee is going to ask. इस स्तुति के रूप में क्या मांगते हैं भक्त, क्या मांगते हैं? राधा प्रभु आप क्या मांगेंगे? आईफोन. हरे कृष्णा. चलो अभी साथ में हम लोग स्तुति करते हैं. So you have it already? You have it on your mobile? मोबाइल भी नहीं है? Canto 4, chapter 20, text 23. Okay, we'll start to read it together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So those who are following us online also, if they can follow on Veda base. So it's 4th canto, chapter 20, text 23. तो साथ में पढ़ेंगे. पृथुर्वाच वरान् विभो त्वद्वरदेश्वराद् बुद्धः कथं प्रीणिते गुणविक्रियात्मना ये नारकाणामपि सन्ति देहिनां तान् ईश कैवल्यपते विनेन च. So यहाँ पर we are going to read the translation one by one. Vajra Guru Srila Gopal ki. The translation: My dear Lord, you are the best of the demigods who can offer benedictions. Why therefore should any learned person ask you for benedictions meant for living entities bewildered by the modes of nature? ये प्रश्न देखिए, see this intelligent question that Prithu Maharaj is asking. Prithu Maharaj is already a self-realized, liberated, right? Should say among the topmost devotees of the Lord, because he is acting as a Jivatma here. He is not acting as Bhagavan. Okay, so he is already a self-realized Jivatma. Then he is asking a question to Bhagavan. Why will someone who is self-realized, who is liberated, why will he ask for something which is material? क्यों मांगेंगे भक्त? नहीं मांगेंगे. Okay? तो यहाँ पर such benedictions are available automatically even in the lives of living entities suffering in hellish conditions. So, few days ago, I had a small discussion with my good wife, and she told me, go to hell. I told her, what's the point of going to hell? We are already in hell. Okay? Because in this purport, let's see, we relate real life situations among ourselves. So if we see this in this purport, it's mentioned already. Hellish condition of life is already here when you are living in material life. Okay? In the purport, Srila Prabhupada is explaining that there are different kinds of benedictions according to a person's demands. Okay, so for karmis, the best benediction is promotion to the higher planetary systems where the duration of life is very long and the standard of living and happiness is very high. Now there are others, namely Jnanis and Yogis, who want the benediction of merging into the existence of the Lord. Yesterday I was explaining to Tulsi, this is called Sayujya Mukti. Now, next, this is called Kaivalya. So one of our Sampradaya Acharya, Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati Thakur, has explained Kaivalya Narakayate. For those who want to merge, यहाँ पे बताया गया है. We'll try to cut it short, क्योंकि काफी लंबा है. Okay, so the Lord is therefore addressed as Kaivalyapati, the master or the Lord of the benediction known as Kaivalya. If someone wants to have that Sayujya Mukti, means to merge and to become one with Bhagavan, तो यहाँ पर भगवान जी आपको दे देंगे. If you want, he'll give you. But हमारे आचार्य क्या कहते हैं? This is called spiritual suicide. Srila Prabhupada has mentioned that also. If you want to merge in the Brahma Jyoti, Sayujya Mukti, इसको कैसे बताया गया है? केवल नरकायते. It is just like hellish life. So that kind of mukti is not appreciated by devotees. Okay. So the master or the Lord of the benediction known as Kaivalya. But devotees, they receive a different type of benediction from the Lord. So devotees are anxious neither for the heavenly planets nor for merging into the existence of the Lord. Okay, according to devotees, Kaivalya or merging into the existence of the Lord is considered as good as hell, like we were just mentioned. The word Narak means hell. Similarly, everyone who exists in this material world is called Narak, because this material existence itself is known as hellish condition of life. Okay? So, Prithu Maharaj, however, expressed that he was interested neither in the benediction desired by the karmis nor that desired by the jnanis and yogis. Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati Prabhu a great devotee of Chaitanya, described that Kaivalya is no better than a hellish condition of life. That's what we mentioned. Kaivalyam narakayate. So if ever you have these kinds of, kind of conflicts in your grihastha or in family or friends, so you see what is the answer here? We are already in hell. Okay? So if someone tells you tomorrow go to hell, you can tell them we are already in hell. Hare Krishna. So we continue, we go to the next stuti. आगे बढ़ते हैं. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So we have 9 in all. We are in the second one. Okay. So you ready? Text 24. न कामये नाथ तदपि अहं क्वचिन् यत्र युष्मच्चरणाम्बुजाशवः महत्मान्तर्हृदयान् मुखच्युतो विधत्स्व कर्णायुतम् एष मे वरः. Translation: My dear Lord, I therefore do not wish to have the benediction of merging into your existence, a benediction in which there is no existence of the nectarian beverage of your lotus feet. ये बताया यहाँ पे, जिनको सायुज्य मुक्ति चाहिए वो उनको कभी भगवान जी का चरण का दर्शन कभी नहीं मिलेगा. Because it's only what? Brahma Jyoti. You won't see anything. You don't accept the form of Bhagwan. हम लोग कहते हैं कि भगवान का रूप नहीं है. कौन कहते हैं? जिनको सायुज्य मुक्ति चाहिए. तो उनको क्या चाहिए? ब्रह्म ज्योति. So when you go in Brahma Jyoti, will you see the lotus feet of the Lord? There's nothing. So, and they're going to fall down from there in any ways. तो यहाँ पर पृथु महाराज कह रहे हैं, I want the benediction of at least, देखिए भक्त क्या मांगता है, at least 1 million years. मेरे को 10 लाख कहाँ आना चाहिए? For thus I may be able to hear about the glories of your lotus feet from the mouth of your pure devotees. Okay? So, if ever sometime Bhagavan asks you, आपको क्या वरदान चाहिए? What are the benedictions you want? So you remember the situation. सुनने के लिए कान, और वो भी सिर्फ 2 नहीं, कितने? 10 लाख, 1 million. Hare Krishna. To be able to listen to Katha. This is something very rare. Even last time Abhinam Prabhu was asking, what is the problem in Kali Yuga? How many people are really interested in listening to Katha? Forget about those who are not in spiritual world or spiritual life. Those in spiritual, having following spiritual life only. How many are really interested in hearing Krishna Katha? चलो देखते हैं. Hari Bol, so many of you. Okay, you want to hear Krishna Katha? That's good. Hare Krishna. तो कृष्ण कथा सुनने से क्या होता है? क्या होता है कृष्ण कथा सुनने से? एडवांसमेंट होता है, प्यूरिफिकेशन होता है, और अनंत निवृत्ति प्रभु कह रहे हैं. ओके, सो यू हैव ज्ञान एंड यू आल्सो डेवलप वैराग्य. ज्ञान और वैराग्य. ओके, तो यहाँ पे देखिए क्या पृथु महाराज मांग रहे हैं भगवान जी से. वी गो टू द नेक्स्ट टेक्स्ट 25. तो बहुत सुंदर है श्लोक. यहाँ पे भगवान जी का नाम ही है उत्तम श्लोक. We are going to read it. सा उत्तम श्लोक महन् मुख च्युतो भवत् पदाम्भोज सुधा प्रदानि लः स्मृतिं पुनर्विस्मृत्य तत्त्व वर्तमानां योगिनां वितरति फलं वरैः. My dear Lord, you are glorified by the selected verses uttered by great personalities. तो भगवान जी को जैसे सुबह सुबह भगवान जी को जगाने के लिए पुरुषोत्तम देवता देवी लोग गाते हैं, ब्राह्मण लोग गाते हैं, तो इसलिए भगवान जी का एक नाम है उत्तम श्लोक. All these shloks are being used to glorify Bhagwan. So such glorification of the lotus feet is just like saffron particles. When the transcendental vibration from the mouths of great devotees carries the aroma of the saffron dust of lotus feet, the forgetful living entity gradually remembers his eternal relationship with you. तो यही है, हम जब स्तुति सुनते हैं तो क्या है? We start what? Getting purified, obviously, and we start remembering our sambandh, eternal relationship with Bhagavan. And what is our sambandh? Sambandh क्या है? जीव स्वरूप हो नित्य कृष्णदास. We are Krishnadas. In what रस? ये अलग बात है. You know about the rasas. पर यहाँ पे क्या है? We have to know our position, eternal relationship with Bhagavan. तो ये होता है जब ये सब श्लोक सुनते हैं. Now devotees thus gradually come to the right conclusion about the value of life. ये जीवन का क्या मूल्य है? What is the importance of this life? बोलिए. What is the importance of this life? ये बता रहे हैं ना? We have to know our position and we have to serve भगवान. हमको क्या करना है? भक्ति करना है भगवान को. We have to serve. We have to glorify the Lord. One form of bhakti is to glorify. Okay? So my dear Lord, I therefore do not need any other benediction but the opportunity to hear from the mouth of your pure devotees. तो इसे कहते हैं बार बार कथा सुननी चाहिए, श्रवण करनी चाहिए. It's very very important. Okay? And not to hear from anyone. Okay? Shivapad was asking once, किससे सुनना है? इति सुश्रुमा धीराना. Remember that sloka? Iti sushkruma dhirana means sushkruma means to hear. पर किनसे सुनना है? प्रभुपाद जी पूछ रहे हैं. From the shopkeeper? No. Dhirana. Those who are dheer means devotees who have reached the level of purity. तो आगे बढ़ते हैं. We go to text 26. यशः शिवं सुश्रव आर्य संगमे हृदिक्षया चोपश्नोति निस्सकृत कथं गुणोज्ञो विरमेद विना पशुं श्रेयत् प्रभवे गुण संग्रहिक्षया. My dear highly glorified Lord, if one in the association of pure devotees he has even once the glories of your activities, he does not, unless he is nothing but an animal, give up the association of devotees. For no intelligent person would be so careless as to leave the association. So that's what Srila Prabhupada has told us. Always be in the association of devotees. Could be all. Under any circumstances, be in the association of devotees. Even if you don't like this devotee, that devotee, be in the association. Okay? That's very, very important. The perfection of chanting and hearing about your glories was accepted even by the goddess of fortune. See this very beautiful pastime here. Chanting and hearing about your glories was accepted even by the goddess of fortune, Lakshmi Mata, who desired to hear of your unlimited activities and transcendental glories. तो यहाँ पर देखो ना, अभी next verse will be interesting and we're going to take one small pastime of Sitaram. Boले Shri Sitaram Hanuman ki. So we go to text 27. अथा भजे तो अखिल पुरुषोत्तमं गुणालयं पद्मकरे बलालसः अपि आवयो एकपति स्पृधोः कली नस्याकृत्वच्च चरणैकतानयो. Now I wish to engage in the service of the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and to serve just like the goddess of fortune, who carries a lotus flower in her hand, because His Lordship, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is the reservoir of all transcendental qualities. I am afraid that the goddess of fortune and I would quarrel, because both of us would be attentively engaged in the same service. Hare Krishna. So this verse है, इस श्लोक में यहाँ पे हम क्या समझाया जा रहा है, क्या पितृ महाराज बता रहे हैं? We should be eager to serve the Lord, and even if there's some kind of misunderstanding, we should continue to serve. कभी होता है ना, भक्त के बीच में हो जाता है, टूट-टाट होता है, but then we say नहीं मैं सेवा नहीं करूँगा, इनके साथ में सेवा नहीं करूँगा. नहीं, we have to serve. Now when we come to this, खासकर यहाँ पर लक्ष्मी माता, So there is one very beautiful pastime of Sita Ram ji. So Sita Mata was once complaining to Bhagavan Ram. He said, "My Lord," means Lakshmi Mata is complaining to Bhagavan Vishnu. Whenever I want to be with you to share some moment of privacy, I don't get that right. मेरे को नहीं मिलता है. तो क्योंकि देवता देवी आपको मिलने आते हैं, शिव जी आते हैं, ब्रह्मा जी आते हैं, 33 कोटि देवता देवी आते हैं आपसे मिलने. So we are all disturbed. कब हमको मिलेगा कुछ समय साथ में बिताने के लिए, to get association. तो यहाँ पर भगवान जी ने कोई बात नहीं, जब मैं राम लीला करूंगा तो आप सीता बनोगे, तो हम लोग जाएंगे वनवास में, तो वहां पे आराम से हम लोग will have that privacy. No one will disturb us. आपको क्या लगता है, was there privacy? Even when लक्ष्मी माता के वहां सीता माता, तो क्या हुआ, यहाँ पे भी लक्ष्मण और सीता माता के बीच में that kind of quarrel was there. Because Lakshman never used to leave भगवान राम ना. कभी लक्ष्मण राम जी को कभी छोड़े हैं? Impossible. He never left. So after coming from Vanvas also, after 14 years they were in Ayodhya, तो क्या हुआ वहां पर? लक्ष्मण was serving always in the room serving. तो एक दिन सीता माता जाकर वशिष्ठ जो कि कुल गुरु हैं, she started complaining. I am the wife. I am supposed to be serving the Lord, to be massaging his lotus feet. But Lakshman is always there doing this service. You see, कैसे क्या होता है? This kind of what? This kind of conflict between devotees, ऐसा होता रहता है. तो यहाँ पे पृथु महाराज बता रहे हैं कि even I am afraid of the goddess of fortune and I would quarrel because both of us would be attentively engaged in the same service. तो कथा काफी लंबा है, but we continue because our target is to read full Stuti. We go to the next verse. Jagat jananiyam jagat isha vaishasam syad eva yat karmani nah samititam karoshi phalvapi urudina vatsalah swa eva dhishnye viratasya kim taya. My dear Lord of the universe, the goddess of fortune, Lakshmi, is the mother of the universe, and yet I think that she may be angry with me because of my intruding upon a service and acting on that very platform to which she is too much attached. Yet I am hopeful that even though there is some misunderstanding, you will take my part. For you are very much inclined to the poor, and you always magnify even insignificant service unto you. See the quality of Bhagavan, how you are glorifying. Prithumas is glorifying Bhagavan, the qualities. कि भगवान हमेशा अपने भक्त के क्या करते हैं? His भक्त वत्सल ना. So even if there is some kind of misunderstanding, भगवान अपने भक्तों को भी छोड़ते नहीं. So that's another lesson we have to learn from here. Even if we have to serve under difficult situations, continue your service. Don't give up. Continue serving. Okay, so whatever service you do, even if it's insignificant, Bhagavan will always what? Magnify. See the key word here. You always magnify even insignificant service unto you. So Bhagavan आपको कभी भूलेंगे नहीं है. Therefore, even though she becomes angry, means Lakshmi Mata becomes angry, I think that there is no harm for you, because you are so self-sufficient that you can do without her. Arey baap re. This is which opulence of Bhagavan? Renunciation. Yes. Bhagavan has also renounced Lakshmi Mata several times. There are so many pastimes. So we won't get into that. Let's continue. Text 29. Bhajanti atta tvam atta eva sadhavo Vyadhyasta maya guna vibramodayam bhavat padanusmaranadarte satam nimittam anyat bhagavanna vidmahe. Great saintly persons who are always liberated, take to your devotional service, because only by devotional service can one be relieved from the illusions of material existence. O my Lord, there is no reason for the liberated souls to take shelter at your lotus feet, except that such souls are constantly thinking of your feet. तो यहाँ पर भक्तों के बारे में बताया गया है कि भक्त लोग हमेशा भगवान जी के चरण कमल पर हमेशा ध्यान करते हैं. So if you are always meditating on the lotus feet of the Lord, what does this mean? You are already liberated. You are already liberated. So do they have to go and surrender the lotus feet of Bhagwan? They are already surrendered. इसलिए तो यहाँ बता रहे हैं कि oh my Lord, there is no reason for the liberated souls to take shelter at lotus feet, because they are already liberated, because they are always thinking of you. तो ये स्मरणम है, very important. Okay, please take note of that. We go to text 30. Manye giram te jagatam vimohinim varam rishni sweti bhajantam athavyat vachanutantya yadi te janositah katham punah karma karoti mohitah. My dear Lord, what you have said to your unalloyed devotee is certainly very much bewildering. The allurements you offer in the Vedas are certainly not suitable for your pure devotees. People in general, bound by the sweet words of the Vedas, engage themselves again and again in fruitive activities, enamored by the results of their actions. यहाँ पे देखिए पृथु महाराज क्या बता रहे हैं वेद के बारे में, वेदों के बारे में. इवन ब्रह्म संहिता क्या बताया गया है यहाँ पर? Even the Vedas cannot understand Bhagavan Krishna. Advaitam Achyutam Anadim Anantarupam Ajam Puran Purusham Navayovanam Cha Vedeshu Durlabham Adulam Atma Bhaktyo Govindam Adi Purusham Tamam Bhaja. So, Bhakton ko Bhagavan ji janta hai. Only devotees can know Bhagavan. Even through the Vedas. Vedeshu Durlabham. So see why is Srila Prabhupada and so many Vaishnava Acharyas always put so much stress on not to be carried away by the flowery language of the Vedas. So Vedas में पढ़ेंगे तो कर्मकांड के पीछे आप पढ़ जाएंगे. Remember, Vasudeva Paraveda. If you want to know Vasudev, the Ved पढ़ेंगे तो if you don't know Vasudev, you are wasting your time. So the last, but not the least, last श्लोक ये स्तुति में साथ में पढ़ते हैं. तन्माययाधा जन ईश खंडितो यद अन्यद आशादरितात्मनो बुधः यथाचरेद बालहितं पिता स्वयं तथा त्वम् एवार्षि नः संहितुम्. My Lord, due to your illusory energy, all living entities in this material world have forgotten their real constitutional position. And out of ignorance, they are always desirous of material happiness in the form of society, friendship, and love. Therefore, please do not ask me to take some material benefits from you, but as a father, not waiting for the son's demand, does everything for the benefit of the son, please bestow upon me whatever you think best for. तो ये पूछना चाहिए, ऐसे स्तुति करना चाहिए. भगवान जी जब पूछेंगे क्या चाहिए आपको, कौन सा वरदान दूं, so don't ask for anything material. If you want to ask, this is one example what you have to ask. Hare Krishna. So this is one of the stutis out of the 120 stutis that are there in Srimad Bhagavatam. So choose one, concentrate, read, kanthasth karo, and teach to others. It's very, very important. Any question? Hare Krishna. हाँ प्रभु. Today is your day.
इसने मुझसे सवाल किया था कि
हरे कृष्ण.
स्पिरिचुअल वर्ल्ड में शादी होती है क्या?
स्पिरिचुअल में शादी होती है?
पूछा उसने.
तो आपने क्या बताया?
मैंने बोला मैं
रिसर्च करके बताऊंगा. Okay. And what else? Okay. This is something important. शादी क्यों होती है? शादी क्यों होती है? शादी इज का जो नियम है इज ओनली इन द ह्यूमन सोसाइटी. शादी का जो नियम है, और भगवान जी जब अपने लीला करते हैं तो भी he teaches us how to live in this material world. We have to get married in this material world if you want to not to live as a brahmachari. So it is recommended that you take grihastha ashram. But these are only for human beings. हम लोग जैसे पतित लोग. But when you go to the spiritual world, वहाँ पे कौन है? वहाँ के भगवान जी के शुद्ध भक्त हैं. So there are so many things that are not present there, but are not present here as the reflection जैसे बताते हैं. तो यहाँ पे शादी होता है तो हम लोग बोलते हैं हमको हो सकता है कि वहाँ पे कुछ there is some kind of reflection, some spiritual connection of शादी. तो इस spiritual world में कौन है? भगवान है. बोलो श्री राधा बोलो गोविंद भगवान की. तो भगवान श्री कृष्ण है और श्रीमती राधा रानी है. शादी तो उनका होता है. बाकी सब लोग सेवक हैं. ओके, बट दे आर देयर गृहस्थ. नंद महाराज हैं, प्रभु जी नंद महाराज है ना, उनके साथ कौन है? यशोदा मैया है ना. दे मैरिड ना, और दे मैरिड और नॉट? दे मैरिड ना, दे आर कपल्स. तो इन द स्पिरिचुअल वर्ल्ड वी हैव कपल्स who are married ना. But that is spiritual marriage. We are not talking about mundane type of शादी है. This is one of the विधिस जिसे भगवान जी बताए हम लोगों को. तो है वहाँ पे. If you have couples there, तो शादी तो अनिवार्य है कि वहाँ पे है. बराबर? But that is something spiritual, not at all material. Is that okay bro? हाँ शादी है. पर जैसे यहाँ पे बड़े-बड़े पंडाल बनाते हैं शादी करने के लिए और सबको बुलाते हैं, खाओ पियो, चौठारी तक रहो, ये ऐसा नहीं होता है. That is spiritual. हम लोग जाएंगे साथ में वहाँ तो देखेंगे कैसे शादी होती है. हरे कृष्णा. Any other question? चलिए जल्दी हरी बोल. Any other question? Any other question? No question? No question? If you don't have any question, I have 4 questions for you and we end. That's it. You have a question, Mataji? अरे ये तो नहीं बोल सकते हैं because you know this जितने भी relationships हैं material relationships. Radha Mohan Prabhu, would you like to know if you go to the spiritual world whether Sanatani Mataji will marry to you there? You would like to know about that? हमारी मर्जी. वहाँ आपकी मर्जी नहीं चलती है प्रभु. आपकी मर्जी चली इसलिए हम लोग आज ये यहाँ पे हैं. वहाँ पे मर्जी नहीं चलता हम लोग का. वहाँ पे सिर्फ सेवा करते हैं. हरे कृष्णा. Yes, so for Nitya Siddh devotees, that is something else. They are always together. They are always together. Nanda Maharaj or Yashoda Maya is always there. They'll never be separated. They will be there. Will they be separated? No. They'll always be acting as the eternal father and mother of Bhagavan Shri Krishna. So they'll always be there. But then, you know, we conditioned souls, तो आगे जब बढ़ते हैं, if भगवान जी कृपा करते हैं तो हो सकता है कि you can meet. Otherwise, there's no meeting at all. All these relationships कभी वो becomes mundane relationships. जैसे बताते हैं ना, just like sand particles. अभी आजू बाजू में 2 particles हैं साथ में और बीच में सुनामी आ गया तो कहाँ ये डस्ट गया और वो पार्टिकल कहाँ गया किसी को पता नहीं चलता. So this is how mundane life is being compared in our Shastra. You may be there present as husband and wife here, but if it's only mundane relationship, then you're not going to meet that. You'll never meet again. But if you have some common goals या common goal है कि हम भगवान जी का सेवा करना है, so why not ending as a couple in Sri Guru Vrindavan? There's so many couples. Hare Krishna. Okay, Mataji? So I think we should end. नहीं तो माताजी ने बोला था ना, if Mataji has no question, I have 4 questions. माताजी ने बोल दिया तो we won't ask questions. We'll keep for the next session. Hare Krishna. जय गुरु श्री प्रभुपाद की. Jai. Grantaraj Bhagavatam ki. His Grace Radha Mohan Prabhu ki. Her Grace Natani Mataji ki. Jai. Thank you for giving us this beautiful mandir where we are able to meet every fortnight and do Krishna Katha. Hare Krishna. So now I think we will get ready for the birthday celebration. We'll get ready. Hare Krishna. ठीक हो? तो भगवान जी मिलेंगे तो you know now what you have to ask. Hare Krishna. So Jagat Guru Shri Prabhupada ki jai. So we wish to thank all the devotees who have been there with us live. So we are going to just prepare and sing Hare Krishna for Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Jagat Guru Shri Prabhupada ki jai.